said no.
No, I mean the...
Juice.
The juice, you want
Yes,
some juice
sure.
on it?
Yeah.
I should have remembered that, Nancy. That shows how long it's been since I had any.
Where's she gone?
I don't think
I don't
Ted
know.
wants water. Do you want water, Ted?
Do you want water then?
Where's Bridie gone?
She's
I don't think
right
he
there.
does, Jack.
Right there.
Gee, she's awful.
Mm. Very good.
I like corned beef. We don't have it that often, but
No.
I love it when we do.
Thank you.
I like everything you guys love it.
You
Have
put
you got-
this on it, Tim.
Oh, you have
Yeah,
Grey Poupon?
That's right.
he pours that.
Especially for this.
You have Grey Poupon?
Bridie, get over here. I guess he doesn't want water.
Yeah, he always does that, Nancy.
I hope that's hot enough. Are the carrots hot enough?
Very good. Delicious. I always thought a boiled dinner is a lot of work in getting the vegetables and things ready.
Lot
Once
of
it's
cutting
on,
things
that's
up
it.
like
But
this. There's more of everything out there too. I think I ate enough to feed us all. I'll have the potatoes and carrots.
good.
Alice, do you want some of the juice for it? Did you use it though?
I'll
Yeah, I
wait
did.
until I get my courageous and not
Oh, all right.
What happened going to that place?
Corned beef is very good.
I said, I don't think I've had it.
Last year I had about 4 of them and then I never had it anymore.
Oh, I don't think I've had it in a year.
I don't think I had it longer than that. I really don't think I had it St. Patrick's Day at all.
And I think that was the last time we did it. Was
We had a couple of places that,
Oh, to get some for St. Patrick's Day.
yeah, I like it. If they all have it.
Yeah, I think there's a whole other piece. I didn't cut the second piece of meat, so. I always think of Ted when I see corned beef.
Well, did we have it for
Yeah.
her birthday?
No, but when McNamara's had a good piece of corned beef, either we had it and cooked it at home or we got it and she got it from there and we had it at her house. You know, corned beef must have been something, I don't know, I just connected with it.
Did she like?
Yeah.
You know what I like too? I like it ham cooked with the boiled
Oh,
dinner.
I've never had
The
that.
shoulder.
I don't think I've ever had that.
It's a nice time.
lamb chops last week, wasn't it?
They were
Those are
they were
amazing.
delicious.
Do you like lamb, Alice?
I'm not crazy about lamb.
No.
I
Well-
can eat it, but I find it kind of greasy, don't you?
Well, these weren't. Maybe.
Oh, not them, but I mean,
Yeah.
if you had
I don't know. Big lamb? Yeah, I
Yeah.
suppose there may be some lamb.
the best place to grease the best ones to cook lamb.
Did you ever go into the Olympia?
I don't think so. I've heard of it. Maybe Danny told me about
There's
it.
2 Greek restaurants, good Greek restaurants in Lowell. The Olympia and
I've never eaten in there.
Not so long,
The Olympia? Never.
Now there's 2 of them, Danny. The Olympia is the big one, further away from downtown,
It's,
right? The big white building,
the
Yes.
first,
correct?
There's 2 of them?
Towards.
Yeah, isn't that the Athenian Corner?
oh,
Oh,
that's,
wow, that's
that's
different.
on,
Oh, I know it's different.
That's why they started the Dubliner.
yeah.
But it's a Greek restaurant. I've been in
I've
the
never been in it.
I
We have
wasn't
any Greek
there.
restaurants. We used to have that one. that went
And I
out
was
just
never
down
in
near
the-
Central.
I was never in the big one
I
up
think
on
they might call
Market
that the
Street.
Olympia too.
Yeah, I-
Yeah,
Something
right
like
across
that.
from the main post office, right?
I've really,
Huh?
I think only been in the
He,
Olympia
they used
once.
to have one Greek restaurant in Worcester.
Because
but
their
it's
lamb is,
open
that's
now.
what made me think of it. Their lamb is their specialty. Patty and Joe used to send down to the Olympia the dinners and bring them home and eat them at home. And you'd get your meat and vegetable and we used to get Greek soup. I love the Greek chicken
The
soup.
lemon chicken.
They use lemon in it too.
Well,
I think it's got an egg in it too.
that's chicken egg lemon.
Maybe that's what we had at Allen House the other day.
Is that what it's? Yeah, I think it is.
Oh, I love it.
There's a Greek people at the end of my hallway. He always brings me up and just every holiday.
The chicken soup?
No, different kinds of breads and,
I see.
you know, things that, some of the things that I don't eat, I take care of.
Did you have any bread?
Yeah.
He's, I like
Very
the
good.
What's on the TV, Jack? Not the fight.
Yep, it's on.
They're not fighting though, are they?
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah. Is he the, he must be the guy from Lowell must be the white guy. Is he white? Yep.
Yeah. Oh, the fight is on, huh?
Yep.
Oh.
You want the excuse?
No, no,
Is that a hint?
no.
You can eat without you. We've done it before.
Which do you like, French's or Grey Poupon?
I like the French. I don't.
Yeah.
Great performer.
A little spicy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's strong.
I don't like mustard, so I never know.
Oh,
I
I
eat
If it's in a recipe, I don't notice it.
put it on a hot dog or
I like mustard. I don't like ketchup.
Oh, I love ketchup.
I have, then I must have a zero. I don't use that much of it.
I remember when we first got married, Jack, do you remember when we first got married and we had to buy, spices and things. Neither of us, and it's embarrassing to admit it, you know what I'm going to say? What we couldn't
Pepper?
find? Yeah, we didn't know we'd find pepper.
It was always just in the shaker when I was
Yeah,
growing
I
up.
know. That's all I remember seeing it too. We didn't kick out at all.
Spices.
I
I just-
always remember making tapioca pudding. It was his favorite, and I evidently made the tapioca and then threw the raisins in after it was cooked. You know, it was our milkman who very nicely told me you cooked them.
How did he
Frankie
know?
Jones. He came in every day with the milk, or every other day with however we got delivery. He'd come in and put it in the refrigerator for me,
Yeah.
because we were working. But if I wasn't working, I was there, and he was so used to coming in and put it in the refrigerator.
Isn't
He
that
just
amazing?
came and put it in the
We
refrigerator.
never have anything like that today.
No.
He
You
told you
mean you
what?
left the house open?
No, no.
Oh.
He hid the key up
Oh.
over the,
Oh,
you know, the
That's
back
great.
stairs,
The little roof,
back
yeah.
steps, the
Mr.
little roof,
Andrews
and
used to
the
check on him.
beam, I guess you'd call it, that comes down,
mm.
and he'd take it. But I remember him saying one day, and I love the raisins cooked in the tapioca, and I said, ding,
Oh.
he's telling me
There's a
something.
secret there.
And from then on in, I cooked the raisins in the tapioca.
I remember him vaguely, very.
What do you mean you cook the raisins in the tapioca?
You don't
I
put them
used
in
to.
after it's cooked, she's saying.
Cook the tapioca and then add the raisins,
Oh.
and that way they weren't cooked and soft.
I see.
Evidently, you didn't know the difference, so.
Well,
There's more cabbage and turnip and everything out in the kitchen, would you say?
I always remember
Get me
that.
some more?
But that was good service,
Not
wasn't
I.
it?
There's lots of it.
I've had
We
mine.
used to have a milkman.
Did you do that?
We didn't put it in the refrigerator, but
Yep.
You would have had to come
now
up
that I
a few
think about it, though, I
floors.
think Irene has a milkman. I think her milk is delicious.
I see a milkman in this neighborhood some morning when
We
I
have
go
a
to work.
milkman that comes every Monday morning. You can get milk, cream,
I think that's
even
nice.
brings the bread. Well, it comes from,
A farm, is it?
you know,
Was it
down
Shaw?
Shaw, and they have a
Shaw has
store.
good milk.
So
Very
all
good
they have to do is, say, would you be a pound of hamburger?
This is gonna have a little more
You'd
jam.
be amazed how many
Oh,
does
that's
it.
great to have it delivered.
But we always used to, he was there at 8 o'clock, but now you never know what comes. You have to, we wait for him. But, and his milk, it would last you 2 weeks, it wouldn't even go sour, you know? So you might pay a little more, but it's good.
Yeah.
Not
A
that
lot
much,
of them
really.
buys the cream milk. I don't, because I don't have
Matter of fact,
education. I just
We don't
have
even get it
cocoa.
in half gallon anymore.
Yeah, I
think
use
you just
the
get the
blue
quart.
too.
Yeah.
we get the gallons.
I get a
You get the
quart
gallons
one.
and you still go through.
I think
Yeah.
that we use about a gallon, well, if not every other day, 3 a week.
Wow.
3 gallons of milk?
That's
yeah.
a lot.
What are you using? Cereal?
Danny drinks a lot of
Oh,
milk.
Danny drinks.
I make, I'll have a little turnips here.
No, there's plenty more out there. There's cabbage too. Should I get you some more?
Is this Irish bread?
Yes.
Danny will drink, he
Some
doesn't
butter
usually
with-
drink milk for lunch.
Yeah. I'll pass the butter.
You bet.
But you know, I make, oatmeal in the morning, and I use,
Should you pass the bread on?
I use,
I'm sorry, I
That's
keep
no problem at all.
interrupting you.
I use a cup of milk on his oatmeal, plus what he puts in his oatmeal, plus he uses a bowl for tea, and you use more milk than that. I make oatmeal for myself, and I make it with water. And then if Danny drinks a couple of glasses at night, and I make pudding maybe once or twice a week, and I just seem to use a lot of
You
milk.
do use it. Well, we don't use it. We use it in tea, and I have cereal in the morning occasionally.
And he likes cereal at nighttime, and he puts milk in it. I do occasionally.
You have cereal at night?
That's a lot of milk. They go good.
You made this?
Yes. Ooh, this corned beef tastes delicious.
Delicious. All right.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
When you haven't had it in a while, it's even better.
Very good.
Well, we probably won't have it for another couple of months anyway.
Yeah,
Have it, it's
March
like that.
17.
Yeah.
In every place.
You know who loved corned beef? Ever.
Oh, well, that's why Peg would have it.
Oh,
See,
loved it.
did you really?
Mm.
Loved corned beef. Corned beef and cabbage. She loved it.
Yep.
Isn't that something? I didn't
Probably
know
another
that.
reason that, you know, I associate it.
I remember them making Swedish meatballs. Oh, did Peg make delicious?
But she always made plain meatballs for the kids who didn't like it.
Oh, they were delicious. Well, maybe it was the plain ones that I ate. They were browned and
You
baked,
ate the
I
plain
think.
ones.
Oh,
Mm.
they were delicious.
Well, she had lamb.
Oh.
She had beef with it, because everybody didn't like lamb.
Boy, she must have.
Mm.
It's been a lot of work.
Good to work.
Very good. Very good. Everything very good.
Yeah, very good.
Delicious. Have you had enough?
I think we're doing
Well,
really well.
I'm gonna have tea when you
All
come to
right.
that course, but no rush.
But you're leaving us
Meantime-
right now.
Meantime, I'm gonna see how Mickey Moore is doing.
It's still standing anyway.
Daddy was sitting right next to her. I don't know if she got anything.
She's looking.
No.
Sit down, Daddy. Right there.
That's right, it's Irish bread.
Sure.
Please lighten up my tea.
I put a little caraway seed in there,
You know, I love caraway seeds.
but it doesn't seem to
Doesn't
show.
show. No,
Yeah, but
didn't
you
put
can-
too much.
Mm.
Yeah. No, you can't.
I keep forgetting to buy it, because I make Irish bread.
Well, Jack's mother has a recipe for Irish bread that is
Different
more of
one?
a bread. I find this more of a cakey,
Yeah.
sweet,
Yeah,
and hers is more of a bread.
but
Bet it's good?
Oh, it's huge. Do you? You made it once before we were married. He brought it up to the house.
I remember having it, it was
Makes it
very
like a
good.
skillet.
It's yeah,
I make
Is that the
mine
same
in a
way? No?
skillet, but she must make a bigger one.
it's huge. The one, the recipe we had.
Yeah, it is. It's good, good bread.
How many cups of flour do you remember?
I think 6.
oh,
That's a lot, I guess.
that's a lot.
Cause this one took 3.5.
Two is
That's a big one.
So it's well, I suppose for the size of the
yeah.
group she usually has, it's.
Sure. I made a loaf of Irish bread the other night, and I think better than half of it went with just the 3 of us. I think, gave me something. I said, I know you'd like this. might go to waste. Yes, it might go to waste. So I never got down to Jack's house. Could eat at our house the next
I
day.
found a recipe in a cookbook for a
Oh, no.
carrot cake made it, but the baby, well, somebody told me it was very good. And I bought the 2 jars and it wasn't enough, so I didn't use them. But I bought I intended to make that today and I'm going to try it. They say it's good.
Of baby food
Yeah,
carrots?
the carrots,
Strained?
the string, but
Oh.
to get the 7 and something. Mine was only 6 and I was kind of afraid to try it. So I got the other. I'm going to try it and see how it's
Yeah,
good.
I love
Because
that.
You will obey so well.
It takes forever.
Forever is right.
Ooh, there's a-
Thinks she's
No.
gonna get something.
Grady, no.
This black
Smells
guy's
so
getting
good
the
to
better,
us,
but
but-
Mickey has fought back pretty good. It's the 4th, going into the 5th round.
Well, he's done well to stay up for
Well,
that long.
if he can last a couple of more rounds, but this other guy is a brawler. Keeps after him. Looks strong and everything else, but Mickey kind of rests back a bit, and then he comes in with flurries, and he's got a great left hook that he's...
Grady's.
I didn't speak of a fight, but I thought it sounded nice.
Sunday, isn't it
about
funny
15
day
minutes
for
ago.
fights Sundays?
I don't think it
so.
is.
I think it's a fun day for
Are they
a fight.
usually Sunday or Monday night?
No.
I don't know, the Golden Gloves are Tuesday, but I don't know about TV. Danny's been going to the Golden Gloves.
I never noticed that. I don't think I'd want to go.
No.
Rob used to buy tickets for somebody in one of the towns, and one time he couldn't get there, and I offered to go, and I was in line for a couple of hours down at the Sun. I never offered to go again.
I did it.
Yeah, but
Oh, you never seen so many people in all your life down there.
Be popular.
well, he
I
gets
suppose it
big.
was the day that they first opened, I don't know.
Sure.
But, oh,
It is a popular.
Ah.
They
Mm.
go
He
with
gets,
all over.
he didn't say that, did you?
No.
well, I will say an hour anyway, and probably more that I stood in line for.
He gets season tickets and Danny, and he said, usually the first ones aren't that good, but he said, these are excellent.
Well, I guess they got to turn them all over to go to them.
When is,
Mmm,
That's delicious, I like it.
delicious.
I was going to make it yesterday and I said, somehow it tastes better the day of. Don't you find it dries out
I do.
in a day? Doesn't usually last that long at
No.
your house, I'm sure.
No. It lasted the second day. Delicious.
Is,
I love caraway.
I like caraway too. You know, it
Put
only
that on my
calls for
list
a
for tomorrow.
tablespoon and,
Yeah, it doesn't take much.
If I,
No,
you know,
with
I
thicker
suppose-
straw.
yeah. But I think it could use even more than a tablespoon, don't you?
Mine has plenty in it.
Well, this
Yeah,
one
I was,
has a lot.
gonna say, I thought I could taste
Yeah,
it.
mine has plenty in it.
I guess you just want a hint of it.
I think it was last St. Patrick's Day, a woman came to my door and she said to me, Dallas, do you like Irish bread? And I said, yes. She said, well, I don't know why, but I bought this at the Yum Yum and it wasn't good at all. She gave it to me, but I told her I didn't like it either. But, you know, you pay a lot for a loaf like
I've
that.
had it from there.
Did you like it? No, I didn't like it. You know, I told her I
Yeah.
didn't want her to think that I liked it, but I didn't.
You can't
The Yum
compare
Yum.
to homemade.
I said, I think I get from my father. But I don't like, you know, I like baked homemade breads and cookies and everything, and I'm not crazy about store-bought ones.
No,
Either that or I'm spoiled.
Could be.
Because I don't care for
No.
There's a
Lots
big
of cookies
difference.
in it.
Oh, there's a
I'll
big
eat
difference.
one or two, but if
I
I want a
buy-
cookie, I like the homemade.
But the Senfood has a big wall, probably almost as big as that wall. And it has all the different tins, and you pick your own, make your own pound. Why, I can
that would be
buy them over there and they go
I would
great.
like that. I like the Minnesota.
He likes the almond windmill ones.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about them.
You
What's his favorite?
I like the oatmeal raisin in
That's
the
what I like.
Wallace brand. Did you get that?
I
That
don't know
little
about
bag?
their brand, but that's my
Oh,
kind I
and
like.
you know they're not hard. I bought them in boxes, and they've been as hard. I had to put them in, dip them in my tea to eat them, but not those.
I like them soft
They
too.
nice and soft. I always go back to them. I might try something one week, but
Yeah.
I start cookies, forget it, because I love cookies.
yeah, I like those.
We don't eat cookies at all, Jim.
Really, I'll eat like
Shortbread maybe.
Toll House without the chocolate chips in it.
Yeah.
Every now and then.
I don't care.
To leave a few without the chips in it, I can even play.
Mm.
I don't eat chocolate much.
Peanut butter cookies you like?
Oh, I like peanut butter, but I don't like chocolate chips either.
Peanut butter never went over in our house.
And Danny liked it.
Not the cookies. Nope.
I like cookies.
I could make peanut butter cookies and eat them with Danny, they were left behind. He will tell you to
Well,
this day.
Didn't they like the, remember I made the ones with peanut butter on the bottom with the Hershey's Kiss on the top?
How much we did.
They like the Hershey's Kiss. Chocolate.
Would taste like Reese's peanut butter. I'm not a peanut butter eater.
I like a sandwich of peanut butter and jelly every once in a while.
I haven't had it in a while.
No.
I make one of those.
You don't like peanut butter?
I eat it, but I never think to have a sandwich or anything like that.
And you know why I'm not eating it? I can't open the jar of peanut butter I have. No matter what I do with it, I banged it, I put it on the
Good idea.
Yeah.
Put things with such a tight cover on, huh?
I didn't put it on, it's new. I can't get it off.
But I mean, if you don't want to eat something, I'm talking about me.
Well, do you,
One
did you
solution.
turn it upside down and bang it?
Bang it, and somebody else told me to bang it with the palm of my hand, but I gave it up and said,
It
oh,
didn't
I'm
have a
not.
seal on it, did it?
No, I looked for that.
Is that
We
it?
have a guy that does work.
Yeah.
As soon as I see him alone someday, I'm gonna ask him.
Open my jar.
Some of those jars are awful hard to open.
Yeah.
You can use anything, like I used one of those rubber things like you. I couldn't move it
Yeah.
either.
We had a jar that we couldn't get open a little while ago.
What?
I can't remember what was in it. Might have been the beets, yeah.
Oh, I have a hard time with that. That takes me a long time to open. I like.
I have him open them because I can't do it. I think that was it, beets. And before that 3-day diet, I never had beets.
No.
I never ate
Now
them.
you've had a lot of them.
Beets.
Yeah,
like
I
pickled
put them on the
beets.
table one
I
night
don't like-
recently and
Oh, I
Danny said,
like pickled beets.
not the beets.
Oh, well, that one beets different. The onions.
He had his share of beets.
I don't eat beets either.
Don't you?
I like them.
Now, do you eat the onion and potato with this?
Oh yeah, it's delicious. Chicken is delicious.
It's very, very good. I think there's proof, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he was kind of quiet, but I think the meat was good.
Yeah, cooked in, it works out. He went back to more of everything.
Yeah, Jack was saying, do you remember the time? He said, what did you do with those potatoes that time? He liked them. Do you remember? He came up one time and I had a roast. And I had made potatoes. Just followed the recipe. You peeled the potatoes and left them whole. And you put them in the oven to bake with the roast. And you kept basting
He
them with
loves
juice.
No, I never do that. He loves that.
Well, I remember him going on about the
Yeah.
potatoes, and I didn't think it was any big deal, really.
I think
They were
one
brown.
strategy is to
He probably
get
had
into the
carrots
later
brown.
rounds because he
I like
keeps
them browned in the
Wear
middle.
them down and then.
I like
running
to make
around, and the guy is
the
busy as could be, and he's
carrots.
taken the fight so far. But
I
I
bought a bag.
I think his
you know, one of
strategy is to
those
get him
where
into
you
the
put
late
nuts
rounds,
in.
and then
I've
he's
been
gonna
roasting
try
try to
to
open up
When
his
I
stamina.
Yep.
But yeah, the other guy's a huskier guy.
He looks bigger.
You
Yeah.
know what's good in those pork chops?
Oh, the pork
I've
chop.
made, I just
The other guys are much
stew I like.
heavier
I like-
puncher,
I
but
like
one
that.
can stick him.
But I just
You know, and I think that's what his idea is, and finally gets him tired, and then he's kind of hoping to take the last few rounds, but he's gone 6 now, so we're gonna have to start opening up a bit.
Oh,
They're
Oh,
delicious.
that's a
I
good
don't-
thing to know.
Yeah, I'm not
must
sure.
have the seasoning.
It
I
has a
have more
seasoning.
seasoning on top of my listen, I buy it for
Yeah.
mushrooms.
I have a bunch of them, but
I
they,
have two.
remember I made those pork chops in the bag? Weren't they good?
They look good.
Yeah. I was just
I
saying,
think the
they came
stew
out
in
much
the
more
bag
moist.
too.
That's
And
right.
this one for the pot roast. It sounds really good. You know, where you put your carrots
That
and
is good, I've tried
everything
that.
in and mash it, you know, the juice coming.
We found a nice butcher shop in Alberta. Very nice, doing things. I bet I could get a nice pot roast out there. Yes.
This tech market is the, when we get this, is, we have nice ones.
We don't go there that often.
Well, they're a little more expensive.
We're a lot more.
And the thing is, I would go there just for meats, but I don't think they appreciate you going there just for the
Oh
meat.
no, it isn't just a butcher shop then.
It's not a big store, but they do stock a little bit of everything. And they want you to get everything there because they're going to give you the good meat.
But
Oh.
you're paying for the meat.
Yes, I
Oh,
like
Sure,
that.
You
sure.
know, Friday,
Now they say that store, Cody's, some of them just goes there for all the meats. They said if you bought hamburger once down there, you'd never buy it anymore. But I feel guilty just going in
Well,
and
that's
asking
what I
for a
So
hamburger.
you're saying, yeah?
Well, they'd be glad for your business.
Yeah, but I don't, when I go, I always buy, you know, a few things when I go
that's
in
what
there.
I do
But I
too.
don't go in there all the time,
things
that's
off
right.
the
You feel guilty.
Yeah.
Feel guilty
The
about it.
rest of the prices are higher.
I went down a couple of Fridays now, I ought to know that they have fish chowder.
No.
I bought it, and I was gonna buy a half a pint, and I took a pint, I was sorry, because there wasn't enough in it, and I just didn't like it. There was no, it didn't seem to have any seasoning whatsoever, so. But anybody that, you can buy all kinds of stuff cooked, but if you like it, you know. What did I used to buy once time? Cigarette There's a few things there that I like, but not too many.
Okay, Jim.
I remember Margaret sending us over chop suey. She makes a nice chop suey.
I like that. I
I
don't
like
like it that
chop
often,
suey.
but I really.
Yeah.
American
I like
chop suey, you mean?
No.
No, chop suey.
Oh,
is
chop
just
suey,
like
the regular chop suey.
Oh, I thought you meant American chop
I
suey.
haven't
like
looked
that.
at it because I have all those spices in, you know, and I wouldn't have to go and get them.
Mm.
And,
Last time I had chop suey, it was down at the school hall. They had fire, and you could go and get a lunch after the 4 o'clock mass. We just had hot dogs and rolls, and a salad. We could get a salad. We had chop suey. I love chop suey. So it was very good. Enjoyed it.
I don't like to make something I'm gonna have the whole week. You get
But this one,
Going into the 8th round.
sandwiches too.
Oh, yes.
I like this one.
Yeah.
I do too.
He waits until the last few seconds and then he goes after him, you know. But he's in the retreat most of the time. This other guy's a bull. I think he's trying to, hopefully the guy will tie it down.
But the way we should.
I'm not crazy about this.
Well, yeah.
I like
when it's hot.
like it
Hot, yeah.
for the first meal, you know, on Sunday, and that's it.
Yeah, that's about almost.
And a roast beef sandwich has no appeal to me.
I don't think either. I would never do it. Are you comfortable in there? He looks.
What?
Are you comfortable?
No, not too.
What would you like?
What could we get for you? A cup of tea? What
What?
would you like?
Going out to people.
A cup of tea and a piece of cake?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the dessert and the tea, but let's see.
But he's gonna watch
The 8th round, I think.
Just that
Is there only 9 rounds in it?
I don't know. Well, let's you're asking the wrong one.
I know what they
We
say.
went to the New Year's dance. And of course, this is Stella, who's a lady, you know. And she wears short skirts. And
Oh yeah, I met her.
you've met
She
Stella.
thinks she's quite taken with herself.
Yes, she is. But she's a nice person.
Yeah.
But she said, I knew. How did she do it? I made this dress, she said. It's a little too small or something. He said, well, you fill it out well. I said, oh my God.
She she probably was very complimented knowing her.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Ed. She said that's you. Gee.
She flirts with Joe Coleman.
Oh, she flirts with all the guys, but Joe Coleman is
Yeah.
extra special.
Check, I'll help you, Joe.
But she is something else. Yes, but
There's a movie sometime you have to watch. It's, the name of it's The Dead from James Joyce. James Joyce wrote a short story, The Dead, and the movie is The Dead. And it's about, it's set in Ireland, in Dublin, and these two older sisters are having a dinner party on, is it the Feast of the Epiphany, Jack? On the Epiphany. And they're having all these young men and women come. It's a snowy night, you know, and they show them, and they're very, you know, they've got the brogues, and there's the one character who's stumbling and drunk, and his mother said, oh, we took the pledge, and it, you know, it's really kind of cute. And then the whole thing is around the dinner table as they talk and as they discuss things, but I think you have to be Irish to appreciate it.
You'd at least get a lot more.
Oh,
You'd appreciate
yeah.
it more than anyone else, I think, if you would.
Yeah, but sometime you'll have to, I don't know. I don't think it'd come to the theaters. You'd have to see it on a VCR maybe. Because we saw it at Clark when they had it when it came up. But it is real, it's something you'd enjoy, you know.
Isn't it something, the craziest thing, you can sit there and you can enjoy it so much. You say, I wouldn't tell anybody that I like this.
I like all the little programs on Friday nights, but she does not. Mr. Belvedere and
Oh, I like Mr.
Tenebus.
I don't think, we're usually out on a Friday night, aren't we, Jack?
We were this Friday.
It's not a bad night for television.
I like Mr.
It's not a bad night, Bob.
What's, there's one of, have you watched Beauty and the Beast?
No, you said that, and
Oh.
anytime I see it,
Didn't watch it?
it doesn't appeal to me. Is that
Oh,
Saturday nights that's on?
Friday night, I think.
Friday night it's on? I
At-
caught a glimpse of it, but I didn't watch it, whichever night it was.
Yeah, well, you'd have to sit through the whole thing before you could appreciate it, I think.
He's
Because
so
it's-
ugly.
Did you hear that, Jack?
What?
I asked if Mom ever watched Beauty and the Beast. He's so ugly.
What? What'd she say?
He's
so
so
ugly. He's the
He's
Beast.
a beast.
Have you ever seen him?
I think I've seen somebody. Yeah, he looks like a,
Lion almost.
yeah.
An animal.
But he's got a wonderful voice, and so you're supposed to use your imagination.
I
you
have to
know.
close my eyes. If I close my eyes, I might be able to watch him, Jack. There's been all kinds of movies I've been wanting to see. Friday night he said, let's go to a movie. I just didn't have the ambition to get dressed and go out.
But we saw one.
It's
I
good.
wouldn't advise you seeing Tequila. What was it? Tequila Sunrise?
Oh, I saw
Yes.
that advertised.
I don't think you'd care for it, but I liked it. I'm gonna put the tea on.
Okay. Cute, huh?
Awful cute, yeah.
I must write to Mary Jane. I got a letter from her and I must have got it Thursday, Wednesday. Yeah. I didn't answer it. Must. Guess I'm out of practice with writing.
Yeah.
I can smell the
Oh, yeah, I like that. Nice, yeah.
eucalyptus smell. But it won't stay this way too long.
No, but we've been very lucky.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
but,
have no complaints.
half the winter is really gone.
Sure,
you
that's
know
right.
That's what I figured. It's
November,
January.
December, January, February, March. By the middle of March, it starts to
Sometimes
get
it
over.
starts in November. you
Even the
know.
days are
Yeah.
longer now.
Well, it's nice when we get out of work now. I can see
Yes,
it.
I like it.
yes,
I
yes.
always,
Still
we always
light.
said right from Christmas it started to light up.
Well, I noticed about a week ago, it was the
Yeah.
first time I noticed. I said,
But when we worked, we used to have to wait for the bus.
and
And
it's
we'd say, oh,
so bad.
wow, it's getting near Christmas and then it'll start again.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, look at the sun now.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It was out nice early this morning too. Not too early, but when it came out, it was awful dark this morning. It was pitch dark. I was surprised. Either that or there was a light out outside our building, but it seemed awfully dark.
I've been noticing the mornings have been brighter. I don't mean today.
No.
The mornings have been brighter.
They have,
Gone through 9.
oh, how many?
What's the name looks too much stronger. He's got the fight so far, Warren. He's been pushing and pressing, and the other guy has been fighting in spurts right near the end. But he's going to have to come out in the next couple of rounds because it's only 12.
Who are you for?
Gone through 9.
Just to hold his own for the whole fight will be just.
Well, no. What do you mean? If he lost?
Yeah.
Oh, well, if he
The
loses
guy's
the fight,
a
that isn't
Republican,
what
I
it
guess they
intention
say.
that.
Oh, but he'll look okay. He didn't get knocked out or.
It's a
He's,
friend of
oh, no.
Jackie,
He's
so
been
Jackie
nationally
likes
ranked.
him
He
or
has been
something.
nationally ranked before, has he?
Well,
Should I fix a
he's got a pretty good record.
Does he?
Yeah.
casserole
Does this-
for you?
the black
I have
guy is,
plenty of everything.
Is the champion?
Yeah, he's been around.
He
It
did.
depends on what you would use yourself.
But
Oh, there's much more there than what
their
you like.
strategy has been
Would
to
you like a plate of this?
fight
Oh, if
defensively.
you have it, but
Yeah,
not,
just
you
for
know,
spurts.
If you
Oh,
eat
He's
it,
going to have to come out now. because
Sure.
it's
I
Oh,
do.
well, won't go to waste, Nancy. I just don't want to take it away from you if you.
round number 10,
I
see.
like it, but be a nice
The
boy.
black guy has been furious
see.
all along. He's in perfect condition.
Is that sign, no parking anytime, been up there a long time across the street? Nancy?
you can't park on the other side of it. It's been up there all along. You can't park Friday,
On the other side of the street?
ever. And then in the winter, well, December 1st to May 1st, you can't park on the street between certain hours of the night and morning because of the snow, the plows
Oh,
at night,
is that?
so they can plow.
Got a great
That
neighborhood.
sign's out. A woman, not in this house, but the one up a little more on the hill, her husband just died last week,
I
the
think
Jewish
he's,
name is Gottlieb. And,
I think he's got enough.
G-T-L-I-E-B.
yeah. I didn't realize he was eating. Bridie, get down! Oh, look at her. Get down, Bridie.
Did you know them?
Not really. I had seen him, we had both seen him out there. He had a little miniature collie, and he used to sit on his front lawn with the collie. And he was a nice looking man. But according to the paper, he died in a nursing home. Now, I only saw him out there in the
Yeah,
nice
that's
weather
just any
anyway,
kind of
so
photo very much.
maybe he only
Yeah.
was in since the summer, you know, yeah. But,
You
he
didn't
saw
know
the,
them?
he saw, Jack saw the 2 limousines pull up, and he said, oh, someone must have died over there. And then it was right in the paper, too. But the Jews, I guess, have a whole week of mourning.
A lot of
They have it at somebody, either their own house or some relative.
Well,
I don't
3
think they
days
put
it was in
speed limit punches.
this house, which was his and his wife's, and 3 days in his daughter's-in-law
Huh?
family.
He's not even landing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wonder what they do all that
I
time.
don't know.
I don't know, people came, like a wake,
Yeah.
you know. But it's an awfully long,
I often read about it, you know,
yeah.
memorial service will be held at their house or some relatives of their house.
We went to a mass, I think I told you, a patient who had died at the Beaten Crest who had no living relatives. I think I told, did I tell you that? Do you ever remember my mentioning the
This is
name
when
Catherine
usually
Denham,
opens up
Nancy?
big
Oh,
now.
Donahue and Catherine English.
Yeah, Catherine English died before, but this was Catherine Denham,
Yeah.
and she had left no living relatives. So I said to Dad, let's go. So we went over to the Immaculate for 10 o'clock mass.
Oh.
It was awesome.
This is when he opens up.
And,
This is when he opens
you know,
up.
she had a
See
nice
this? Look at
funeral.
this.
There were only
This is
2
when he
ladies
opens
at the
up.
funeral. It was
Look
all-
at that.
That's all
Huh?
the funeral, which was
They
sad.
really hammered up there.
Well, that's the way he's been doing it. Oh, yeah. Now he's gonna do it.
About 25
He's gonna
cents.
do it the next 2 rounds.
And Dad and I.
Oh, yeah, he
we was
opens
all
up
in the
there,
group,
he-
and we
you
sat
know.
right behind the break in the pews
Yeah.
there. As I looked down, another one who's retired, nurse came in with her
Oh, yeah,
daughter.
see, he
She went
doesn't
right
look as though he
down
can do it
front.
until
Well,
he's
I
getting.
Oh, we weren't
Yeah.
in the rear.
Yeah.
Well, I think the other
Right
guy's
down
got,
front.
if it goes
Which
the
one was
distance, unless
Catherine Dennifer, which was
walking
Catherine English?
two
Catherine English
tremendous
was kind of rough,
rounds
wasn't
here or
she
something
big?
else.
They were both,
he's gonna
Catherine
lose the
Dunham was
decision.
bigger than Catherine English, but Catherine Dunham was one who she
He's gonna have to come out
couldn't
these
get
last
away.
2
Oh,
rounds.
wow.
Where Catherine English was one who used to come down and sit on the couch between Alice and I when we had our break and
So the
not
guy
say
is
too
tough.
much.
He should be slowed down. though.
She
Now
wouldn't
he's
say,
hanging around.
she'd sit there and let
Not say a
Catherine
word,
She
not
worked.
say we could talk all we wanted because.
She liked to eat, didn't she?
Yeah, so she loved us to go. We feel that's why she started coming down because our
This
break
is out strong, but
we
he's
had
still.
to feed her along with ourselves. But this one, what was nice was the church was all decorated
Get
for
over
Christmas.
Oh.
Where she didn't have any flowers,
No.
they hadn't taken down the decorations. You know who said the mass and who did the greatest job on the eulogy? Jimmy Crowley.
Oh.
He did a nice job on Joe's,
I
thought.
know. He did the nicest job. You know, he said he had met her. He knew her. He said many of the ones I say masses for have only been here 4 months. I don't know them. But he said I met Catherine.
Oh.
And he said
Yeah,
I
see,
got
he
to
waits
know
till the
her
last-
and, you know, we were
He's
friends.
gonna have to open up.
And
He's
how
opening up a
someone
little
who
bit
was in
now.
a
See?
nursing home for so
He's
long
opening up now.
and who had no living relatives and wasn't out among people. She has more of a
He's starting to
turnout
come
for this
on now.
funeral
Oh, look at
than
that.
some
See?
people who have been
This is
around
good.
for a long
Really?
time.
It's true.
So
Oh,
it
yeah.
was very
Yeah,
nice.
that's the way it
I
is.
was very
No,
happy we
no.
went. Very happy.
I went to one in that place.
He's taking some good shots.
Monday,
This war,
last
and he
week.
still
It
has.
was a cold, I think it was Monday.
He can take it.
Monday. It was awful cold. So I walked to St. Jean's. And I never saw
I
such
hate
a
to
small
let her out, it's so
funeral.
muddy, but I have to.
Yeah.
I think all her relatives were away. One was in Japan and one was. And I don't think there was 5 benches.
I'll wait to see
or
him close
6 at the most.
at the end of the
filled.
round.
And we went down, I think we went just the benches beyond
little bit
the
Too
grave.
much when we go.
I sat there by
He
myself
opens up
and
too,
then the sand
really
came
too
in.
late, you know?
And we sat there. I was surprised that more from our place
We
than
got about a
this
minute to
was
go.
cold.
He
Yeah,
starts opening
Because
up.
I've gone and a lot of the older ladies have, you know, come down there. And I thought it was so small.
Well, this one had 2 people.
Yeah,
2.
true.
I never saw one quite that small.
Well, she,
I think he's trying to go.
one of her daughters was married to Vicky's youngest brother, and Vicky said that she gave those kids
Come on,
everything,
Vicky.
an education they didn't want, and that she was excellent to them. They felt awful, you could tell. Yeah. But usually, you know, you'll see people, there are people who go into mass anyway. There's not really,
You're not giving him much of a chance to rally, see? He's got to push him out of there. and then-
Will you have tea or?
Oh, yeah.
coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They,
Need any help?
No, I'm all set.
Now he's hanging on.
there's a little, she knows me, but I don't know her. A
Look at
little
this.
Greek lady there,
What?
and a real
I
Greek
think he
lady.
waits too long.
He does. Yeah, he does.
Hello, I say hello. How are you? I
Now he's
say
gotta-
fine.
He's
How
got to
are
go
you?
all out in this
She
last
say
one.
good, but, she's on the go a lot.
I-
I don't
I
know where
think
she
she's,
goes, but I see her
strategy.
going in and out all the
I'm
time.
afraid.
But the
This
way
other
she
guy-
speaks to me, I
Too
think
tough.
she knows me, but I don't know
You know,
where.
it started at the 12th round. They kind of figured if win 12 rounds, that Ward would lick him because his stamina wouldn't be. But the guy's too tough, and he hasn't been. Mickey's hit him with some good shots, and it hasn't stopped him at all.
No,
I
that's a
think
cute.
that's where they
cup.
misjudged
That's
this.
cute.
This Frankie Warren. I think they thought that he
I'm gonna have to take her away.
slowed down at the end. You know.
Oh.
You're trying not to let her
Mickey's
out.
gotta come
Yeah.
out this time now.
I can understand that. Do you take her for walks?
Well,
She too hard to take.
no, we can have it nice, but, you know.
Pat and Alice came down last night to
Oh,
the
did
dance.
they? They go to the dance?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, see,
but they were watching the weather.
yeah.
Pat went out and checked on it a couple of
Couple
times to
times.
see if it wasn't doing anything.
he's just pulling them in there now.
I think they got a little more snow than we did up that way.
Did they?
No, I don't say this time.
No.
But before times, I think they got a little more than we did.
This guy here,
I suppose the weather's getting better
Goodar,
now and
is
they
it?
make
He's
them
had
down once
some
in a
old,
while.
what do you call it?
Can't depend on it.
No.
Mickey,
Well,
you're
they're
gonna
very
go out.
cautious. I don't think she has the same
Come on,
feeling
Nick.
about going down to Peggy's as she used to.
Oh, she does.
But she will. Alice is a good person. She will. She has a lot of friends up in Nashville.
Oh, sure. Look how long she's been up
That's
there.
right. Hey, she's been up there
Not too bad.
for about
Ah,
32,
too bad.
Oh, wow.
Got 7 sisters, you know.
33 years.
They're all at the fight.
Long time.
Yeah.
Then she worked up there too, didn't she,
Sure.
in the school, so she knows a lot of people.
Oh, and she's so very friendly too.
Yeah.
She'd know.
Huh?
Staggering,
And my sister Margaret lived up there over 50 years. She went right up there when she got married. And still up there.
This guy is a bear, isn't he?
Eddie's
This Frankie
know a lot
Roy.
about Nashville.
I like to go there. Gee, did you read? Are you there, Nancy?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Did you read where Gary's ice cream stand up at the
Boy, he's swinging from the heel.
TJ Maxx Mall there?
Yeah.
Got the water pipes broke, and it did a terrific amount of damage.
Oh, has he got a place up
Yes, he
there?
has.
Oh.
And I believe it was the Dunkin' Donuts. A short time later, was damaged too by water. But I guess it did a real lot of damage to Gary's.
Is that all he has is ice cream in there?
Oh,
I
you
don't know
only
what he
can add
has in
one of those.
there, but I imagine like the other store, he probably has fudge and
Oh.
some sandwiches.
He's just pushing them in with
I've
his head.
seen
see?
it from the outside. In fact, wasn't it
Yeah.
you who pointed it out to me?
Probably.
That would have been, must have just opened at that time.
Oh.
Because it's right out in the front of the mall. You can see it if you just travel the highway.
Oh.
You can see it. You don't.
Oh, no.
Slip.
Gee, he really merged out, didn't he?
Well, he has a place in Florida too.
Oh,
He
yes.
He's hot one there.
does very well for himself.
Oh, he has to have somebody run them for him, no doubt.
Good fight.
Close.
Yeah.
Well, of course, the one out in Bellrica closes
It's Mickey on
sometime,
TV.
but I don't
that's
know
him, that's
exactly, you know,
He
when
was
it
with
does
Jack.
close.
This doesn't look that good, but I have the potatoes and carrots on the bottom.
Wow.
Is that all right?
It's delicious.
It's Mickey in the
Thank
green.
you.
I mean,
He's a sergeant in the
good.
police force.
it's all in the one, but it all tastes.
Well, that's the way I'd put
Usually
it.
put them together anyway.
You know what he'd like? A little of your juice.
Yeah, I was gonna put that in the,
That guy's too tough.
Okay, all right.
All right. Sit down, sit down.
She's probably afraid it'll spill. Alice said you could put it right in the potatoes and stuff. I said, you're probably afraid it will spill, right?
well, I think I'll just put it in this container.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it'd be probably safer.
Hey,
I can put it right in,
Yeah.
but
Well.
this would be more secure.
Yeah, it won't spill that way.
This
Right.
Rubbermaid thing. I took the tail off and I didn't even pour it.
I don't know what
Righty, get away. Righty,
We watch this.
every once in a while he leaves me. No, not be a good boy.
righty.
that's the day you,
Well, you'd be disappointed.
yeah.
That guy was tough.
Oops, I dropped your tea bag in there.
That's all right. I always do. Happy?
Friday.
Jean was having trouble with
Look at this.
the drainage pipe from the washing machine.
Why? Is it backing
Not
up?
draining out. Yeah, it's backing up, and so they.
Friday.
Pivy looked at it, put something down, but it freed at a short distance, but it didn't free it enough to stop leaking over. I said to Erin, she was leaving today, you know, you can tell Mommy that she can come up. I'm not even going to be here this afternoon, and she can wash and dry what she wants. Oh, good, she said, and I can show her which is the washroom, which is the dryer. I said, well, that'd be a big help. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't say this is Christmas. Was it? Yeah, Christmas.
Did you hear me say she stood in front, she stood on the scale? No. Oh, wow, she said I weigh, I think she said 80 pounds. And she put her hands up and she said, start to jog in front of it. I guess I'll have to go jogging with Mommy, she said.
Oh, she doesn't weigh 80 pounds.
I wasn't looking at the scale.